I'm excited to introduce Meenal Nalwaya. She's head of product at Reka AI, and she leads the development of cutting-edge foundational models and agentic products. Check out this resume. Before joining Reka, Meenal led generative AI at Meta. This included building multimodal reasoning in Meta's Llama LLM for billions of users using Meta AI, delivering Meta's AR, VR mixed reality capabilities in the Quest 3 headset. Her impressive background also includes senior product roles at Amazon, where she built innovative systems for Amazon Prime, Amazon Smart Home, and various Amazon global developer platforms. That's it? You're such an underachiever. Today, Meenal will share how local broadcasters can leverage Reka's powerful AI solutions to create new revenue streams and targeted advertising opportunities. Please welcome Meenal. Can we do a polite golf clap?
Thank you, John. Thank you.
So first, let's start with the basics. Let's ask the audience, who has heard of Reka AI before? A show of hands. A few people, okay, and I know who they are. All right, give us the basics. What is Reka AI?
Yes, absolutely. So Reka is a multimodal model and product company. We enable broadcasters and studios to turn their media assets, including all of the images, video, and audio content that you might have, into searchable, monetizable intelligence, all without changing your existing workflows. We are funded by a team of, this company was founded by actually a team of experts from Google, DeepMind, and Meta. And we are backed by about $170 million, including from NVIDIA and Snowflake, who also are our strategic partners.
You're a unicorn. You have $1 billion valuation, right?
Yes, yes, we are. We are a unicorn. But I'd also like to highlight what makes us different and what makes us unique. And I'd say a couple of things here. First of all, we are very multimodal first. What that means is that we actually build agents that can see, hear, and reason about the real world, just like the humans do. If you look at most of the AI around us, and most of the models that are out there, that are still primarily built for text. But for enterprises like media, 80% of the content and the context really lies in understanding that multimodal data. That's where the real emotion, the tone, the pacing lies, and we really focus on that as a part of our product offering. And second thing that I'd also like to highlight is that we are a full stack company. What that means is that we own our own foundational models as well as the agentic products that we built on top of that. And that actually gives our customers 3 distinct advantages in terms of performance, price, as well as privacy, which is super critical. Just to kind of elaborate on that a little bit, in terms of performance, we are not trying to build AGI, and we are not trying to build very large generic models that can actually serve every use case, but our focus really lies on making sure that we are able to address the use cases that are the most important for the media industry. And by focusing on that, we are able to really deliver high performance with very small, efficient models and make sure that we are privacy compliant as well, such that no enterprise data, no data which is IP for media companies actually backflows into the systems.
Let's talk about a couple of your products. And I just want to give an example of how my company is building AI apps using the Reka's platform. So when she's saying something's multimodal, it means her solutions can work with audio and video files and text as well. So for example, I have a client who wanted to take a voice recording, a voice memo from a phone from a sales meeting and turn that into a sales proposal. Normally you have to go transcribe that first. With Reka, you don't do that. It just simplifies the whole workflow.
That's correct. That's correct. And I think that kind of like makes the process much easier.
So much
for
easier.
the user.
Less chains in the link means less things can break.
Yes.
Or less links in the chain. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right, let's talk about your products. So I have a slide up here, vision and research. Let's go over those.
So we have 2 major products, and our products are actually APIs that can integrate into your existing systems. So first is Vision API, which allows you to search across millions of videos and images. You can ask questions about them, you can summarize them, and it can even work with live video files as well. For example, if you just want to ask, show me every slam dunk from last night, it is just going to surface that clip for you along with the timestamps and along with the necessary details. Second is Research API, which allows you to conduct deep research over the web, as well as internal sources that you might have. It kind of goes beyond search, and for this, actually, later on, I'd love for you to also try it out. But one of the key things I'll call out here is that for us, transparency is key here, which means that you can actually see every single step and traces of what this agent is doing, and you are able to go back and see the citations of every output it generates.
All right, let's talk about the value of Reka's platform for the people in this audience. What is the value for the broadcast industry?
Before I even talk about the value, let me first of all just highlight why I think this is an urgent thing that local broadcasters must actually pay attention to. If you look all around us, we are inundated with AI-generated content. Like, AI slop is for real.
TikTok's a disaster now. It's just nothing's human anymore.
Exactly. It started with text, it moved into images, and now video-generated content is coming out fast. It's moving really, really fast. But local broadcasters have something that is super valuable. They have rich, local, community-rooted stories that actually audiences want to hear. Like, we don't want to watch any more AI-generated videos anymore. We actually really want to listen to those stories. But most of that content is today buried, and it's buried deep in archives. It's underutilized. It's under-monetized. And that's where I believe that Reka's offerings can actually turn that cost center into a revenue engine that you can monetize and distribute better.
So like, you can search your video archives using the platform, and you can search for anything. You mentioned slam dunks. You can search for somebody sneezing, somebody wearing a certain color shirt. It's just a very natural search, right?
That's correct. That's correct. And I think we can talk about kind of different ways in which you can actually do that. So first, I think just I can quickly touch upon like how we can help you with advertising and sponsorship revenue. We can help you charge for premium placements by allowing you to detect things like the emotion in a video. For example, you can find if there is a moment of excitement that is there in a video, and imagine if you allow Nike to actually place an ad where there is a moment like an excitement or joy that appears. So these kind of placements allow you to just charge for much higher CPMs, and then you can also measure every brand presence. For example, Emirates that's showing up in this video, you can measure every time Emirates appears in your audio content, on your banner, and that helps you prove the ROI and actually directly makes into your measurement strategy as well as to your sales decks.
All right, and then talked about the video search.
Yes. Like I mentioned before, it can help you search in natural language across all of your video archives, which means you can just find any content, you can easily distribute it, and with automated metadata tagging, you can actually, it can actually improve discovery on your partner platforms as well. Like I can just search for, show me every romantic comedy that has a happy ending.
I've done a bunch of archive projects. Your search is actually fun to go search video files. And what about clipping and making reels? That's something that everyone in this room has, they deal with at their stations.
It's a very painful process today. You produce a long video and then you spend time packaging, formatting, editing it for different platforms. Now with Reka, you can just upload your video, or even if you have a YouTube link, just add that. And it will cut that video into clips that you can just distribute on different platforms. It will not just cut it and you can see while it's happening here. It will actually add the captions, it will add hashtags, it will basically make it all ready for you to just distribute and share it across any platform of interest.
Yeah, so it's replacing like Opus Clip or a bunch of those other products. And then the research tool, I mean, this is awesome for any newsroom, right?
Yes, yes. So in investigative journalism, you typically need to spend a lot of time in searching across the web, the social media, your internal files. And now with one step, you can just ask a question and it will conduct an agentic research over all of these sources.
So you see the TV News Check screen grab there? So Reka has its own browser. So the AI, you can watch the AI go browse the internet.
Yes, yes. You can actually see where exactly the agent is going and then also track back all of the sources and citations later.
Yeah, so if you want to try Reka yourself, it's free. Go mess around. It's app.rekaai/research.
Yes, and I have a suggested prompt here. But if you don't want to type all of this, I think if you just select multi-web research, you should be able to see a suggested prompt, which is public research, and it'll show up this prompt. You can change to any issue, you can change to any geography, and have it run in real time. Yeah.
And one of your bigger clients is Shutterstock. And tell us real quickly what you did for them.
Yes. So Shutterstock, this is actually public. So for Shutterstock, we basically turned their entire inventory. You're talking 500 million photos and 50 million videos. We basically tagged all of that and enabled search over that as well. So that is the kind of scale of content that we are talking about. In another example, we enabled one of our publishers to actually measure all of the brands that are in their videos so that they could increase the revenue per stream that they were actually getting from their advertisers.
Okay. So I'm going to leave this up, this QR code. You can scan it to go check out Reka. But while we're leaving this screen up here, Meenal, I wanted to ask you about looking ahead. Where do you see AI in media and advertising in the next 5 years? Pull out your crystal ball and make a brilliant prediction.
I wish I had.
For this
the space is changing every 6 months.
They're all planning their budgets right now. What should they be doing? What's going to happen in 5 years?
I think overall, I'd say a couple of things. One is kind of an obvious thing, and the other one a slightly contrarian point of view. In terms of the obvious thing, I think things are going to move in the world of AI from text to multimodal. We are already seeing some of that transition actually happen. But like I said earlier, most of the AI has been focused around text, but that's not sufficient. If you look all around us, we actually see the world, and it's important to understand the world just like humans do, and that's where most of the shift is going to happen. The second thing, which is a slightly contrarian view, is that we will move from wrappers to actually having more full stack companies. This is something which I think I took to heart after my experience at Meta, where I actually noticed that a lot of the issues that we would have in Meta AI at the top layer of the stack, like, for example, the hallucination rate or the safety and privacy issues, we actually relied quite a bit on the pre-training layer or on the bottom of the stack to solve that. And I think it is going to become more and more critical for companies to work with partners who have a full control of the stack, such that you can actually control the amount of privacy, control the cost, control what's going in and what's coming out of that. That's it.
Brilliant. So walk away with this from this session. Text is not enough. If you're working on AI platforms for your company, you better be thinking multimodal, or you're going to miss the boat 5 years from now or sooner.
That's absolutely right.
Okay. Thank you, Meenal, so much. Golf clap, everyone. Let's practice. Oh, excellent. Excellent.